welcome to Square Work Media's world. And we are live. I figured I decided to go live. Well, because I knew it was pissing people off. Because, number one, I don't think I've ever changed or said that I was going to let people cause or run me or make me make decisions. But I tell you what, how much of a fucked up individual does one have to be to lose a relative and, you really don't have anything to say about it, you didn't know the person. I mean, you know the person whose relative died or whatever in a way, sort of weird way. But, you decide, that's a hard thing. Like, I don't know how I'm going to deal with that really or come to terms on that issue on my own when it comes to myself. So I really felt for the person. And it completely showed and made me lose all faith in much humanity last night. And no, if you think I'm jealous and Regan, really, I should have worshipped the ground her feet was on. Fuck, I did. Huh. That's what you don't understand. I did. I enabled her too. Let her smoke way too much. Let her fucking run me over and gaslight me, abuse me. Yeah, I let her do way too much and get away. You're right. I mean, for years I've always been told that I'm too nice, and gotta. So no, I'm not worried about y'all getting some stolen pictures of somebody who really did used to look good to me, but to me now, I mean, this is just my opinion. Of course, watch, there's gonna be uproar, but she's, especially with that one picture with the nose ring on that makes her like, appear to be, like, I mean, the snake bites, they were always there. I mean, those were cool seeing, especially when you're having fun, getting the old pole waxed, you know what I mean? It's nice to see those snake bites there. It's cute. Well, that was a long time ago though, so, but, no, I mean, to be honest right now, she's definitely not kept up with her, willpower studio routine, I guess she got that one time. Because she was really into fitness, I mean, like, I remember when we did talk some, not that much after when we first broke up, but she had told me that she had got a job and, we just were checking up on it. We really didn't have, like, I swear to God, those recordings that they got and posted, they make it seem like that, like almost she had to pretend to be a certain way or something just to trick me to get her home safely. I would have went and picked. I didn't expect her to, want to be. I expected she just wanted a ride, so I went and picked her up for that. She's the one that broke down and ended up fucking me that night, just to turn around the next day and break up. That's calculated. That wasn't done as a fear of her safety, especially when technically she could outweigh and outsize me at that point, I didn't get Iceman's channel shut down, but I think, I don't believe that it was shut down anything other than Iceman himself either doing it or YouTube finally getting so many reports that they've taken it down for multiple reasons. I mean, he's been able to screen grab and put stuff out there that I know, like, they didn't want me seeing, and I know they didn't want anyone seeing, especially me. And, so I imagine he's got a lot of rapport. He didn't get any from me, though, really. I mean, you know, he did a clip where they were threatening me and watched my back on that, and I made sure to download that from him before it was gone. But yeah, I checked out for Iceman too. He was gone, and I really looked back over my mods, and you know what No Life Mike does in his personal life or whatever. I don't care about. Um, you know, in a way, I understand and respect him because I don't even need to explain why. I mean, if you can't figure it out, then I guess I'm really not as naive. I'm only naive in some areas, but I'm really not as in many as I thought. But the simple fact that, you know, that again, here I am about to go explaining myself, and I don't need to. But unless the so-called sad adult males of the workyverse can actually put out some proof that I doxed 70 people, which they don't have, all they can get is their fans to pretend to be a victim or something. I'm not, and doxing, like I said, the true definition is, doing it for a malicious purpose and putting the full things out there. I mean, that's usually what the regular thing is. Now, of course, it can be different forms as well. But I never came online in June and was like, oh shit, what's doxing? You know why? Because number one, I had my email address attached to this account, my actual personal email that let's just say wasn't named too creatively. And when I first came on here and everything, I told people about my Facebook and everything else. So my personal information was easy to get, but just because maybe I made it a little too easy to get doesn't give people a right to get it and then release it maliciously. Because see, that's what the true act of doxing is. Doxing isn't, oh, while the kid was streaming or while the young adult was streaming, he tried to switch on the software, and of course his reckless behind left a communication tab open with some sensitive details on it, and that got shown on the live screen for a few seconds. So technically, they're going to call all of those incidences, which I say all of those, but it's really just a handful, and a couple incidences of uploading on community feature when I first got it, and didn't know that when I saved it as the preview, like, I didn't know, because on the computer, for some reason, on my computer, it was just showing that part. It wasn't showing any rest of the image. It made me think that it was cutting it off at first. But then once I saw that you click on it and you get the whole thing and you could download it and zoom in, I was like, oh shit, I didn't cover things up. So I'd take that down. Yeah, I had a lot of fucking doxing mistakes. I sure did. But and they're gonna vehemently say that you can only have so many mistakes before it's pre-planned, and I get that. Like, I get people will like make it look like their house was burnt down by accident or something to get money and stuff like that. Like, yeah, people like that do exist. I'm not disagreeing with that, but to say that I got that um, kleptotivity or kleptomania to do to other people's names and stuff just because it is stupid, especially when the people were helping me and were actually making me feel like they were giving me some cover from all the fucking attacking. Why then would I do that as a test to see if they'll forgive me or which way they'll act? Like, I'm not fucking running a social experiment here. I'm just trying to be the best YouTuber, learn all the rules, know all the side thing, all of that. That's all I'm trying to do as my hobby time, in my hobby time, spare time. That's it. I'm not trying to, you know, um, get close to anyone just for the purpose. Like when they cut that one video out, and they made it sound like, oh, that my purpose coming on YouTube was, and then they tried to sell that. And then I was dumb enough to tell everybody this and post it publicly. Okay, if I had planned to come on YouTube to meet a bunch of YouTubers, right? Which technically I already was on YouTube, I just wasn't active, right? If my plan was to get close to you, to get your information, to release it and expose you, or expose you doing something fucked up, I had people tell me that when they heard this clipped, that was real fucked up. What they don't understand the context is that I said, now, if I start working with someone or something and like I notice that there's something fishy or smell it, I'm not gonna play monkey no see, monkey no hear, monkey no say nothing. Like, if I know someone's being who's vulnerable or just in a vulnerable position, maybe being taken advantage of and stuff, I'm gonna whistle blow on it. If I know someone's being unfair, I'm gonna say something. That's what I meant by saying that, and expose their activity on YouTube, not expose their legal business or legal name and details. But that's what they ran with, and that's the narrative they sold. And each time that I have tried to make a production to where I was showing messages or something, and I fucked up and information got out there for a few seconds that I shouldn't have let got out there, guess what? Each time I gave them basically another shell to add to their ammunition to hit me with. Oh, excuse me. I'm a little tired. Had a long day. But no, my granddad explained to my family what all, he's gotten a lot more info thanks to a certain somebody. If you're watching, thank you again. I know you're out there watching over me. I appreciate that. My Mimi always said to me that, because I always used to worry, and even as a young kid, like, death was a concept that, like, hold on just a second. Oh, and hello everybody in the chat. I haven't said hi to Rob and everybody. Sorry about that. Death as a concept to me was not, foreign. Like, even at 6, 7 years old, watching The Legend of Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp, the 1999 film, like, I understood all what death was, the concept of evil, and I used to worry about my Mimi dying. I used to worry about what I was gonna do, not because I didn't think that I could live without her or anything, because I really didn't live with my Mimi ever, except for the times I was a child and stayed with her. But yeah, she wasn't my main custodial guardian, but she she tried to do everything and help me with anything or whatever that came up for school or that I wanted for Christmas. I used to have she had bought me a Headless Horseman uh, movie collection set of the tree of death that the horseman goes into, and the horseman and Ichabod, and his satchel, and I had all that stuff. I think it came from. I think it was actually like maybe a Ruby's or some type of brand that was sold at Spencer's or whatever. Like, I don't know. No, I didn't. And that's cool, sexually identified cheeseburger. You can be 100% convinced with everything. I never said those words. I never said those exact words. I said specifically, and then I amended it because I didn't like how the fact people like you, for instance, or MC or anybody, thinks you got any type of authority or claim about what I choose to do online or not. I came on here because I chose to. I know that, but you know what? Other than the community post, I was talking about anime and abstract stuff right now. I'm not even talking about any of those people. Like, I'm not focused on them. I hope they're having a good time with their families since they ruined my time. But again, not talking about them until you brought them up. Now, moving on. So, I mean, my Mimi, she was very close. She's like a mother to me. And actually, if you actually knew something about me, sexually identified cheeseburger, you'd know that I actually thought of and started making the idea that I was just going to start making my videos and keeping them private for a while. And then all of a sudden just rush and launch out a whole bunch of actual stuff related to actual content and just push the content so much out there that they can't even keep. You have no idea the stuff I got rolling through my head. I mean, I gave y'all a hint to it, if you're one of them, by saying I have a bunch of ideas. It doesn't mean I'm not going to come on here and speak if I don't want to. I got freedom of speech. I'm speaking. Hello. What's up, James? What's up, Owen Stone? And no, ain't nobody got to block him. He's got his opinion, so let him have it. I'm getting to the point to, yeah, he did come to my house, but yeah, any person, whether woman or man, you have a great big section of these people that have interacted with this shit with me that will drop at the pin drop to go and defend one of their women friends from criticism, challenger videos, anything, response videos, um, even if the person's wrong or in the wrong or whatever, because X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah. You know, there's a bunch. I'm seeing a lot more female privilege than I am male privilege, in the words of Steven Crowder. Uh, you know, Mug Club forever. Amen. You know, there's certain things I'm members of that occasionally I may share with my audience if I want to. You know, I mean, you gotta, you know, Mug Club is more of a family thing actually, because hell, we all like Steven. He's about, I thought I had liked two Canadians, or three, excuse me, but actually it's just two, Steven Crowder and Jordan Peterson. Oh, yeah, I know all about that bowling. Yeah. It's kind of, I kind of hate it because I don't got nothing against the Blaze, but then again, I know a little bit about it. I don't know that much. I have just some regular, well, not regular. I have some elite banana cream jealousy. I've still got a just about probably 25% out of a half ounce. So I got about 75% of a half ounce left of it. It snowed, started snowing when we came in. We got in just as soon as it snowed, and it was fucking, it's horrible. It's literally 10 degrees outside. And, gotta get up early and go by the, pharmacy in the morning, unfortunately. I've got an extra 2 in all Ativans saved from this time. No, 3. I got 3 here. And I probably won't need one to go to sleep, so I don't have to get up super early, but we always try to get up and get everything done each day as quick as as soon as it's ready to and can be done, get it done, That's the motto. I gotta get my I gotta get 2 of my 3 prescriptions refilled. Cause see, I get one refilled on its by itself, and then the other 2 are on a whole different day. It's weird. I think it's because I had some extra antidepressants um, from, because there was a time period where I just got so depressed and I thought they weren't working. I stopped taking them. A bad idea. Don't recommend it. And so yeah, that somehow end up causing that. But yeah, depression pills take weeks to get in your system. You don't want any quick alteration or cessation of the medicine because it could really mess with your serotonin or brain chemistry, aka. No, I gotta say though, if anything, I try to think that the Lord works in mysterious ways. I really do. So I try to think of something positive out of all the negative, as much as I even flinch to even try to do that, because then I feel like I'm almost giving credit to to some of these a-holes. But if anything, God has invariably helped shape me to be able to stand up against and withstand unduly or unwanted and needed criticism for malicious or biased sake. I mean, you know, everybody keeps saying, grow thicker skin, grow thicker skin. I think the whole time you've been saying that, you've actually been causing me to almost kind of like a damn, from the movie Alien versus Predator, damn, whatever species those are, uh, grow an exoskeleton, because I just about almost feel it. I'm cold as ice. No, that's not a reference to Iceman. I'm just about cold as ice. Thinking about maybe starting up a new show somewhere, walking away from all this. Yeah, I finally broke the news. See, now they're going to say, oh, yeah, he said this before. No, no, no. That doesn't mean that I'll get rid of this channel, because otherwise they're going to go looking. The last thing I want them to do is finding my new channel and it getting infected. And you guys can go ahead, and they're probably got people squirming about to try to start looking now with some of the past alt names I had. You can try, but you won't succeed. That's all I got to say. I'm acting. Well, if I am, I'm the lowest paid actor, anyways. So, everyone, y'all have a good rest of the evening. Take care. This was only a short, just like the one before, Spurious Live. I didn't have it planned. When I plan lives, I do a little bit more than just pop on. But so, everyone, take care. Peace.